afternoon, everyone. We just had a good meeting with Prime Minister Phashinyan, together with Chancellor Scholz and President Emmanuel Macron. We issued a clear joint communiqué. We believe in diplomacy. We believe in political dialogue. And that's why I will invite both leaders, Prime Minister Phashinyan and President Aliyev, for a meeting in Brussels by the end of October. And I think three principles are extremely important. First, this is the mutual recognition of the territorial sovereignty and integrity of both Azerbaijan and Armenia, including taking into account the stray kilometers. The second important principle is the idea that the delimitation of the borders must be based on the Almaty Declaration. And the third important principle is related to the connectivity. The development of connectivity is of the utmost importance, but it must be based on the principles of sovereignty, jurisdiction, and reciprocity. And finally, I would like to share with you that we are determined to play a positive role, a constructive role in the normalization process. And that's why several elements are important. The peace treaty, the delimitation of the borders, the connectivity, the exchange of prisoners, the question of the missing persons, and the demining. You can see that we are determined to play a role to support a stable and prosperous Caucasus. We do not have any hidden agenda, and that's why we think that we can be an effective interlocutor to support the efforts for more stability, more prosperity, and more security. And it is showing that this unique political platform, this intergovernmental and leaders platform, is relevant. It's relevant because in addition with the plenary session, in addition with the round tables, which allow sincere and direct exchange of views on fundamental challenges that we are facing together on the European continent, there is the possibility to have many informal bilateral conversations at the level of the leaders. This is what we did here, and this is useful because it is helpful to prepare the next steps. And the next steps will be for Azerbaijan and Armenia, that meeting that is supposed to take place by the end of October. This is what I wanted to share with you.
And I will tell us about the Georgia. We are waiting for the status.
I will answer the questions, but please.
Yeah, about the Georgia, if you can tell us. We are waiting for the status. So what can you tell us?
Okay. One word about Georgia. You know that the European Commission will issue in November a report on the enlargement, and you know, because I made the point several times, and I can confirm today, that I intend to put the topic enlargement on the agenda of the European Council in December, and we will discuss at the level of the leaders all the questions related to the enlargement, including for Georgia.
Monsieur le Président, dans ce contexte, peut-il y avoir des sanctions qui peuvent être demandées par certains pays, qui peuvent être adoptées par l'Union européenne contre l'Azerbaïdjan pour notamment purification ethnique, comme l'accuse le Parlement européen?
I had a phone call with Ilham Aliyev 2 days ago, and he made very clear that he doesn't have any territorial claim on Armenia. This is an important statement. He made the point with me, and I think this is extremely important that the President of Azerbaijan also publicly made this point.
Do you have any kind of warranties?
Do you consider President Aliyev still to be a trustworthy partner in this process, given that he assured you and others that he would not take military action and then did so?
Look, you will see in this communiqué, and would like to confirm, that we are determined to be active to work further on the normalization between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and that's why I confirm that I will invite both leaders in Brussels. This will not be the first meeting. We had many meetings in Brussels, and we made progress in Brussels. It's not enough, but we made progress in Brussels, and I will work hard with all the interlocutors to make additional progress for normalization, and I've explained what are the elements that we need to address to make progress.
They confirm
Please.
they will
The
attend the
APC
meeting.
meetings are meant to show the unity of Europe and the isolement of Russia.
What do you think of the fact that no press conference was held today, no messages were sent?
I repeat that this European political community is very important because of the informal meetings, the many meetings we have in plenary session, in round table, and I would like to praise the Spanish presidency for the good work in preparation of that meeting and for the good organization. And this is not the aim with such a political platform. Maybe we should clarify to fight for a communique with one comma here, one word there. This is what we do, and it's very important at the European Union's level when we have conclusions in the European Council. The purpose of this initiative, this political initiative, was just not to have this kind of situation, but more to have the opportunity to exchange views, to express ideas, and to try to prepare what I call the collective intelligence, to better understand what are different priorities, what are different opinions. And you have seen in the inaugural session that there is a clear and a strong support for Ukraine. There is a clear and strong support to protect the multilateral model. There is a clear support for the UN Charter, and this is what's extremely important. And again, I'm grateful to Prime Minister Sanchez for organizing in such a way this important gathering. More than 50 countries are invited and present at the highest level. It's a unique occasion in 24 hours to have many fundamental meetings to try to diffuse the tensions, to prevent the conflicts, and to try also to address the common challenges we face on this European soil, on this European continent. Climate change, energy, economic development, infrastructure, and it's the occasion to have many conversations that are extremely useful.
What kind of assurances?
Yes, thank you. You said that you invited world leaders for a meeting by the end of October, but
yes.
They have accepted this invitation?
Look, yes. First, if I'm communicating today, this is because Nicole Pashinyan confirmed that he would attend a meeting by the end of October, point one, and Azerbaijan made public that they would participate in any meeting that would be called in Brussels.
And second question, sorry. Do you think that there will be tomorrow Granada declaration, or Poland and Hungary are going to continue or might block it because of migration?
Yeah. One day after the other. Today, this is the European political community, because I will be so pleased to meet you again tomorrow, following the European Council meeting. I do not intend to comment that part of the agenda today, but don't hesitate to come back for the press briefing that will take place tomorrow. This is a small teasing to make the press conference attractive.
Mr. President,
Skipped the meeting today. Now
Can you repeat, please?
Ալիևին decided to skip the meeting today. Now he's being given another date, the end of October. What happens if he decides to skip the second opportunity?
Yeah, I do not intend to react to theoretical question. And it's a very theoretical question because a few hours ago they made clear that they would participate in a meeting in Brussels.
Mr. President,
No, please.
sorry.
Don't be impressed by your colleagues. Go ahead.
Excuse me. I'm from Georgia, so I would like to ask you about Georgia, as we are waiting for very important decisions this year. Enlargement and our future in the European Union. What is your main message to Georgian people as we are waiting for you and for positive assessment?
I've already answered the question, but I would tell the Georgian people, reform the country and make sure that the country is in line with the European standards, economic reforms, fight against corruption, independence of justice. These are the priorities.
President, how can you ensure that?
S'il vous plaît.
Aliyev, did he ask again for Erdogan to be there in the meeting in Brussels?
No, I would like to wish a speedy recovery to President Erdogan, because I understand that there is flu. That's why I wish him a speedy recovery.
President Michel, the President of Kosovo said this morning that there will be no talks with Serbia as long as there are no sanctions against Serbia. Are you in favor of sanctions against Serbia? Do you think it's necessary?
I fully trust Josep Borrell and the efforts put by Josep Borrell and his team to make progress. And I know that today he's working on this question, and I trust him. Okay, I think that's it for today, and see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.